Let me ask you, do you feel like you clean your house all the time, yet it never feels quite clean? I know I do, so let's talk about how we can turn that around. Hi, my name is Marta, and on my channel I make videos about house management and time management. And today we are going to be starting a journey to a clean and organized house. I feel like I have implemented a lot of great systems and habits over the past couple of years. However, I still feel like I am constantly behind on some household chores. And it pretty much looks like this. I'm gonna walk around the house and I'm gonna look at my window and I'm gonna think, boy, that window really needs to get clean. Or I'm gonna be doing laundry and as I'm putting it in, I'll notice that the laundromat is starting to look really gross. And I think to myself, when was the last time I cleaned that? And the answer, most likely, is I have no idea when I did that, but it needs to be clean. And that happens to me almost every single day. And I find it really annoying. And I find it that it's just cluttering my head with this never-ending to-do list. So quite frankly, I am tired of all of this. So with today's video, I am starting a new journey for myself, and that is a journey to develop a house management system. So instead of just having all those bits and pieces here and there, I want to create something that puts all of them together to have this really comprehensive system to keep my house clean and organized. And I want to share this journey with you because I know I cannot be the only person who is struggling with that. So if this is something that you are struggling as well, make sure that you are subscribed down below so you can be on this journey with me. And together we can develop a house management system that works for us. So I have looked at a lot of different cleaning and house management systems over the past few weeks. The main ones being the Fly Lady, Clean Mama, and just a lot of different cleaning channels on YouTube. And a lot of them are working for a lot of people. However, what I found is that I like bits and pieces from each of them, but I could not find something that would completely work for me. And I don't know if it's because I'm a working mom, so my schedule is just different, or because those systems had way too much structure for my liking, or simply because I like to customize everything. So it's probably the combination of all of them. But instead of trying to push something on myself that I know from the beginning I am not drawn to and I know I'm not gonna be able to keep up with, so I decided to just create one that's customized to me. So as I'm talking about it, you're gonna see that specific parts were inspired by some ladies, and I'm gonna mention when that was. But overall, this is the system I'm trying to develop that works specifically for me. And the main things I wanted to implement in that system is one, that it has some structure, but two, it offers a lot of flexibility for me. Because as a working mom, my schedule will look different from week to week and from month to month. So I want to make sure that that is reflected in my cleaning schedule, in that house management system, so I don't constantly feel behind. Because if I keep feeling behind, I know I'm gonna just drop everything and just go back to my old ways. So the house management system I have decided to go with has 3 phases. And it has 3 phases because I am learning this as I go along. So it's gonna be a journey, like I said. The first phase is when we develop daily routines. And that is the phase that I feel like I am almost completed with. So what I mean by daily routines? I mean morning routine, evening routine, and cleaning routine. So those are the 3 main routines that I have already established. And since I have established them, I have noticed a huge difference in how my household is running. So if you have not developed those routines yet, make sure you check out the videos down below. I'm gonna include a link to my morning routine, my evening routine, as well as my cleaning routine. The cleaning routine is the most recent one. Morning and evening routines, I had them for a couple of years and I really have them down. Cleaning routine is something I started about 2 months ago. I used to be the person who used to clean on the weekends only. And since we started this quarantine situation, I decided it would be a perfect opportunity to start daily cleaning routine, meaning instead of cleaning everything on a weekend, I do a little bit each day. And it has been life-changing for me. It doesn't take that much time, and I have a lot of time that I freed up on the weekends. So I'm gonna link that video down below as well. And what I like about that routine is that it's flexible. Again, If I don't finish something on Monday, or if I don't have time to do it on a Monday, I just switch it around. I move it to Tuesday, or I switch things around. So that's what I love about that it's flexible and I don't feel like I absolutely need to complete something on a specific day. And there are 3 other smaller routines. The first one is a laundry routine, which I already have established as well. I'm gonna share that in an upcoming video. Then we have a meal plan and prep routine. That's another video that is coming up. And the third one is a paperwork routine, and that is the one I am still working on. I have started implementing a few ideas here and there, but I don't have it down exactly how I want it. So that video is gonna come out once I actually have it established. I don't want to share with you something that is kind of, I'm just trying out, because I don't know if it's gonna work for me or not. So stay tuned for that one. So moving on to phase 2. Phase 2 is, I feel like I am mostly in right now. And that is basically a short phase when you are trying to figure out the plan, how this whole big picture is going to work. So in phase 2, what I have done is I went around my house and I created basically a list of all the things that I want to clean or organize. And I went room by room. I opened all the cabinets, I opened all the drawers, and I basically wrote down the plan. And I included everything, guys. I want to clean the cabinet under the sink because it desperately needs some attention. I want to have an inventory of what's in my pantry. To things like I want to finally put up those pictures because we have moved in here a couple of years ago and they're still not up. Basically anything, because house management is not just about cleaning, it's about decorating, it's about organizing. So I want to make sure that everything is included in that house management system. And once you have that comprehensive list, you're going to divide it into 2 different categories. And I'm going to go into a lot of more detail in the next video that's going to be coming up. But for the purposes of you understanding where this phase is going, you're basically going to divide it into 2 categories. Category 1 is things that you want to do on a reoccurring basis. So whether that is once a month, twice a month, once a quarter, whatever that is. But it's something like cleaning under the couch, for example. And the second category is going to be things that are not something that's recurring, like hanging those pictures on the wall or finish decorating your office space. It's something that you kind of do once in a while. It's not something you want to be doing every couple of months. So everything that you have in this category of once in a while, that's something that we are going to create a system of how to incorporate that in the next video. So make sure that you are subscribed. And the video after that is going to be about phase 3. And phase 3 is about deep cleaning. So all those tasks that you have written in the regular reoccurring tasks, they're going to be incorporated into that deep cleaning system. And that is phase 3. And that is when I got inspired by the Fly Lady. She basically divides the house into 5 different zones, or it's at least 5 depending. You can have more if you have a bigger house. And that is what I'm going to be doing in that following video, is dividing my house into different cleaning areas or cleaning zones, as the Fly Lady would call them. Now, the Fly Lady system is divided, I believe, into weeks. So each week you concentrate on a different zone of your house. And then once you are done with that zone, you move on to the next. And then once you're done with all the zones, you go back to square one. So usually it's about month and a half before you start over again. So there are a couple of things that did not resonate with me. One, I think that's too much cleaning for me. I don't know if I can handle all that cleaning. And 2, it is too structured for me. I feel like I would have to really stay on top of it. I feel like there is just too little flexibility for me. As I said before, I do like structure to a certain degree. I need flexibility. As a working mom, my schedule changes constantly. And with 2 kids and their after-school activities, it's just hard to stick to a strict schedule. So What I have come up with is once I divided my house into those cleaning areas, I put them on a quarterly rotation. So I have a list of tasks that are basically recurring every quarter, but I have 3 months to do them. In whatever order I want to do them, if I want to do it, a few minutes each day, if I want to dedicate a time block on a Saturday or my day off, however I choose to do it, however it works out in that specific quarter, it's up to me. And that is the flexibility I want. I want to be able to decide how I clean it and when I clean it. And then, but having that list of specific tasks I want that are specific to my household, that's what gives me that little structure and a kind of a checklist every single quarter. So obviously there's a lot to that. So I'm gonna, again, in the upcoming video, I'm gonna kind of show you exactly what the tasks are, how I'm organizing them, how this is working out. Otherwise, this video will take forever. So make sure that you are subscribed because that is one of the upcoming videos. So as you can see, there's a lot of planning and prepping in the weeks ahead. We are gonna create some sort of a binder where we can put the system and the checklist in so we can keep it in one spot. So make sure that you are subscribed so you can join me on this journey and finally get our houses in order. So we don't have to struggle with this clutter in our head of what to do next, when do I need to do it, why is my house not the way that I want it. So make sure that you're subscribed, make sure that you like this video, and I will see you next time. Thank you so much for watching.